All right, so hello everybody. At this point, you've probably all had the chance to finish up your connections on The Promise by Nicola Davies. So this is a really different, great book. I think it was the final exam in 2016. And we see a main character here, which is different because she's not the typically good main character, right? The whole story started by her mugging and stealing the purse of an old lady. And the old lady has kind of a wry, interesting, silent kind of, type that just eventually lets it go. And she promises to plant, and that's what she does. So it's kind of an interesting book to make connections to. And at first, people tend to say, "Oh well, I've never, I've never mugged anybody or done anything wrong like that." But you have to look deeper. I enjoyed reading your connections. Some people, I'm just gonna pull them up here. Okay, so some of them people connected on a personal level, saying that when they were younger, they cared more about like toys and things like that, and as they got older, they started to develop and appreciate nature. And that's a great connection to make because we see this character really evolve and bring life to this gray, dark, city. Did you notice it's a structure and feature, not a connection? But did you notice at one point at the beginning of the book, the city actually looked sad, like the way the bridge made like a sad face? So this connection and to nature is a great one. That was I think that was Mallory, but a few people made that connection. Another one that was made in grade 6 was that, so the pollution brought like sadness to certain like citizens. And this person here connected that to the world, that a lot of cities around the world are polluted. And it's really sad. And it's sad because people can't take advantage of beaches and parks and stuff like that because they're so polluted. So that was a great connection there. We have this like mugger who's turned into a gardener, bringing joy to these cities. And she starts a movement. You can think about the movement that we've seen this year with the climate strikes and trying to save our planet. That really is a great worldly connection that some people made to this book. In the world, we have like Greta Thunberg, for example. Obviously, she's not mugging anybody, but we see a strong, young person that is changing the world, one city at a time. And, when all of this is over, when we can go back out and enjoy the public spaces and parks, hopefully people will appreciate to keep them clean and to really enjoy them. People were making links on the personal level of some people mentioned how important it was to keep their own yard and their own space clean, and how that they make an effort to do that in the spring to pick up the space around their house, and that's great. And a lot of people made the worldly connection, and those are so deep. In a reading response, if you can connect to the world and what's going on, that's really great. So like I said, some people made the connection to Greta Thunberg, which is brilliant because you have a person that's starting the ball rolling and hopefully will just pass on the baton and have other people help out. And that's kind of what this whole book is about. So that's a great connection to make. I didn't see that many connections to other books and literature that we've read, but an easy one to have made would have been to Stargirl. Remember that Stargirl did good for others, right? It doesn't have to be so specific. When you do connections, you don't have to find something that is exactly on. Like, you didn't need to find anybody who's planting flowers to bring joy, but you can connect to that spirit, to the idea, to the message of bringing hope, right? So Stargirl did that. So that would have been a good connection as well. So, great. When you think about connections, think of those three areas: personal, media, and world, and you'll be all good. Hopefully this helped. Have a great day.